Good morning, friends. I am the ghost of 18 years past. I have 8 kids, and 5 of my 8 kids are now adults. So the majority of my kids are now adults. I have 3 left at home. My youngest is 12. But having the experience of watching the whole thing play out from back in 1993 when I gave birth to my first one and became a mom to now being a mom that has the majority of her kids in adulthood is a very reflective, interesting experience. And I just want to encourage you. I know that when I was a young mom and people would tell me that time goes fast and the years fly by, it didn't make a lot of sense. I was buried in babies. I had a lot going on. The days were long. There was no difference in the weekdays and the weekends. It just was all a roll. And it just seemed like time was just going so slow. And then as my kids became older, I started to sense, wow, this doesn't last forever. And 18 years is just a little bit over 6,500 days where our children are in our home. And they're in our home. You see this time frame that has a beginning and it has an end, where they're in our home, where we have an opportunity to build in and to invest and to leave an imprint, a good positive imprint on their lives. And it is really good to know and remember and be sobered by the fact that our influence is not forever. In some ways, it is forever, of course. You're always going to be the mom, you're always going to be able to have that influence, but the majority of our influence is within those years that they are in our home. And then the world comes in, and other influences come in, and other people come in, and our voice can be amongst a lot of voices. And it is good and right for us to be sober of the small amount of time that we have to imprint a life. With technology rolling into our homes and into our lives, and all of us having computers and smartphones, it is really easy to let time and years fly by. Even in the pandemic, it is just that was so overwhelming when it first started, and there was so much going on. And I know it was really easy for moms to be glued to their phones or to their computers, just trying to understand everything that was going on. And I surely felt that way too. And at some point, though, here is our children. Our children are in our homes, and they need a mom that is present and available. I like to think of my ministry of to my children is every day being present and available. Not being on media, not being on my phone, not being distracted, but being there, looking at them, engaging with them, communicating with them, listening to them, encouraging them. All those things are missed opportunities if we are not careful. When they are little, it's like they're very demanding. They need us. And that in some ways is even easier because the mom doesn't have the choice, because your children need you and you have to put your phone down and engage with your kids. But as your kids become older and they can keep themselves busy or they can be doing something, it is really easy for the mom to go into a distracted mode. And if we are not careful, we can be distracted for years, definitely months. If you look at the pandemic and how that has been so distracting, the pandemic has now been going on for 6 months. And I just look back, it's like, how distracted was I in those 6 months? So I want to be a mom that continually is remembering I only have 18 years. This time is precious. When all of my children are gone and my home is empty, I will be able to be on my phone or do whatever I want or to read or whatever I want. But now is an opportunity. In Psalms 90, verse 12, it says, "Teach us to number our days aright, that we may gain a heart of wisdom." These years are ticking by, whether we are engaged and present or not. They are passing. And may we be moms that are sober and clear minded and clear headed of the opportunity that we have to imprint on a life. Have a good day. I'll see you next time.